Adverbs of frequency. There are two things you need to know about adverbs of frequency. 1, the meanings of the words, and 2, where to put them in the sentence. Always, 100% of the time, Adam always sits at his desk. Usually, 90% of the time. We usually stand up during our meetings. Normally, 80 to 90% of the time. Jenny normally wears a suit to work. Often, frequently, 70% of the time. Philip frequently goes to bed early. Sometimes, 50% of the time. Sometimes Jacob reads the newspaper, and sometimes he reads novels. Occasionally, 40% of the time. Anne only eats meat occasionally. Seldom, 20% of the time. He seldom gets enough breaks at work. Hardly ever, rarely, 5 to 10% of the time. He rarely gets to work on time. Never, 0% of the time. Ethan never wants to go to school. Let's review. Always 100%, usually 90%, normally 80%, often, frequently 70%, sometimes 50%, occasionally 20%, hardly ever, rarely 5%, never 0%. Where to place them. Adverbs of frequency can be found at the beginning, the end, or in the middle of a sentence. The adverbs of frequency that can be found at the beginning or the end of a sentence are usually, normally, frequently, often, sometimes, occasionally. Sometimes Lucy plays basketball at school. John gets to the office at 10 a.m. occasionally. Do you talk to your family often? Attention C1, C2 students. We can also use adverbs of frequency with inversions. Never have I been so offended. Rarely have I seen a better film. Most adverbs of frequency take the middle position. This means they come before the main verb and after the verb to be. They usually watch some TV at night before going to bed. They are normally in bed watching TV at night. She never eats fruit. She has never eaten fruit. We use how often to ask about the frequency of something. How often does she run? How often do they go swimming? If you want to answer with an adverb phrase of frequency twice a week, once a month, every night, use it at the end of the sentence. She runs 3 times a week. They go swimming every weekend. Time for a quiz. Try to spot the mistakes in the following sentences. He hardly ever is home on time. He is hardly ever home on time. Always they go to a restaurant on Fridays. They always go to a restaurant on Fridays. Carol goes how often to the gym? How often does Carol go to the gym? He never has been nice to me. He has never been nice to me. I don't never go to the movie theater. I never go to the movie theater. I go every day to school. I go to school every day. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to Bloglish. Go to www.cameradealava.eus Bloglish to learn